For you, Father, and for those who believe in your will. What's up, people? How you doing? This is your boy Youre. It is the 25th of September, 2014. How are you? Doing all right? Good, good, good. Hopefully your week has been peaceful, sidestepping that negativity and staying grounded in your purpose. I had First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you that have taken time out to check out my channel. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions, concerns, by all means, reach out. You can actually inbox me below. I'm also on Google Plus, and thank you for taking time out of your day just to hear what old Joe got to say. I got a letter, and this was from a person that was going through some things. We're human, and we go through challenges in our, when it comes to relationships and just day to day, just trying to navigate who you are. It takes 100% effort to be you, and anytime that you give of yourself to someone else, that's a gift. That's a gift. A lot of times ends up, unfortunately, unappreciated at times. But I'm here to tell you this, my kings and queens. If it comes from your heart, truly, it's not in vain. It is duly noted, and your higher power, as I know him as my Lord Jesus Christ, he sees it. And as long as you keep your feet grounded and continue to work on that relationship of being you, see, that is the foundation of what intimacy is. That's right, my kings. I know society don't want to tell you that. Society wants to convince you that intimacy is every time you pull your pants down and you physically engage. No, that's not the case. Intimacy is first understood when you have a relationship with your higher power. But I'm quick to tell you, I'm humble enough to know that he is one of many names. And when you make a decision to invest in yourself first, not only will your reality be changed, but it'll be validated in your steps. And that's what makes you priceless. But to get back to what I was saying, somebody wanted it. I had a letter from this young lady, and she's going through some stuff. She was in this relationship. Well, she's, I guess, currently in this relationship, which, excuse me, she says in the letter that she is more or less bent over backwards for this man. And when they kind of met. It was a chance meeting, and a conversation was struck, and that more or less opened the door for further communication. And she said that she was kind of apprehensive at first, and then slowly through time, they built a rapport, and then that eventually blossomed into a relationship. And the more she was invested into the relationship, the more things started to turn left. And she didn't understand that for what she said, she was committed. And it seemed the more love that she tried to exhibit, the more support she tried to render, the more bad behavior she got back. And there were times where she felt that, well, hey, this is not for me, and she tried to walk away. But because of what she felt in her heart, it kept her from leaving. So she wanted to know what my opinion was, or if there are any signs on those people that really don't have your best interest, if I would speak on it. So I thought about it and I said, yeah, because we've all been there. And I'm a firm believer people come into your life because it's a reflection of what was found in your heart. So therefore, if your mindset is of a selfish disposition or egotistical, that's what you want to attract. So it's very, very important that you take stock in your life and do what is needed to invest in your life, because at the end of the day, if you're married or you're committed, guess what? It's still, you have a life. All that is nothing but a agreement between the two people to walk on a certain path. So it's very, very important that you make that conscious decision that you are doing what's best for you. So, with that being said, here's a list if the person that's in your life sees you in the future, or you're just something to do. Number 10. When you interact with this person of significance, it seems like they put more emphasis on knowing what you do, but it's not reciprocated from them. It seems like they want to know what's going on with you, but when it comes to them, they have a shroud of mystery. These people do not see you in their future. You're just something to do. Number 9. When it comes to planning, future events and stuff like that, conversation only gravitates to what's going on now. These people do not see you in their future. You're just something to do. Number 8. When it comes to accountability, they were the first ones to want to know where you are, what you're doing, and what you got going on. But when it comes to them, they are the exception of the rule. There's a double standard. The reason for that is because they hold their cards very close. It's because they do not see you in their future. You are just something to do. Number 7. When you are going through a challenge, a circumstance, they are the last that you can count on, but the first that they call when they need something done. They don't see you in their future. You're just something to do. Number 6. Depending on where you are and if the connection has been forged for a great period of time, we'll say less than a year, you still do not know anything about them, but only the things they're willing to show. I.e., you never see their family. You never hear them talk about their family. It's because you're not going to meet their family. You are not someone that's in their future. You are just something to do. Number 5. When you try to sit down and have an intimate discussion, or there's something of concern that needs to be addressed, they get upset, especially when it has to do with the betterment of them. Did you hear me? When there's something that needs to be addressed, when it comes to the betterment of them, they quickly get upset. The reason for that is because the fact that they have no intentions on changing, only adjusting, because it benefits them, not you. They don't see you in their future. You're just something to do. Number 4. When it comes to periods that have emphasis such as holidays and birthdays, these people always have an excuse why they're never there, but always expect you to deliver when it comes to them. Why? Because they don't see you in their future. You are just something to do. Number 3. Oh, it's number 3. Let's go back a step. Because you care about them and you've invested yourself emotionally, therefore there must have been an intimate connection established. If that connection was built off of lust, when it comes to value in regards to self-worth, they are always critical when it comes to you bettering or investing in you. Okay, here's my point. You know that there's something that you wish to aspire and do, and it will better you. Instead of supporting you, they try to talk you out of it. They even act up. The reason for that is they don't want you to change. And they think that they figured you out. So they know how to project the image that you need to respond in their manner or their benefit. Why? Because they don't have any intentions for you to be in their future. You're just something to do. Number 2. Which should be number 1, but I'm going to make it number 2. My kings, my queens, the number 2 reason why they do not see you in their future and you're something to do, because they've already figured out from what you've already conveyed that you've got low self-esteem and low boundaries. So pretty much they done figured out the master lock, and they're going to run in and burglarize the joint, which is your heart, and get out unscathed or with minimal repercussions. They don't see you in their future. You are something to do. And the number 1 reason why they don't see you in their future and they've dubbed you just something to do is because they don't have a spiritual connection with Him. And since they don't have a spiritual connection with Him, they don't have a conscience. And guess what? They realize you don't either. So, if you got somebody in your life that all they do is this, they don't want to invest, they're not taking stock in what matters to you, and you both are growing together, walking in one path, number 1, you're not yoked. So therefore it's not blessed. So therefore God is not going to prosper that. You've already put an expiration date the first day that you place the first hello. And unfortunately, only pain is going to come from that. So if you're in a relationship where it feels like it's one-sided, I say to you this: the moment that you decide to speak your truth, you will actually open the door to have peace within your heart. Harmony will be restored. That will be the moment that you will actually see and understand how priceless your life is, because you only got one. And here's the funny thing about it, figuratively. My kings, my queens, look back about 15 years. Now, where you are right now, the people that you've allowed in your life, because no one can do anything to you unless you allow it. You gotta own that. But honestly, answer this: would the people that have been in your life, if you could do it all over again, would you take back the hello, or would you still go down the same path you're on? I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't. But that's okay. That's okay, because I'm here to tell you this too. The king or queen that is destined to come into your life will be spiritually grounded. They will exhibit what it is to be loved because they love themselves. They will not compromise themselves just to have you in their lives. Reason for that is God's in control of their lives. And guess what? God don't reward bad behavior. So it's very, very important that you have your boundaries up. It's okay to say no. Because let me tell you something. If it's divinely meant for you to have, because you do understand your legacy was already written before you took your first breath. If it's divinely meant for you to have, guess what? You will see it again. You will. And you will know the value of it, no matter what it is. Because guess what? You would have sowed the seeds to have it attracted into your life. So it's very important that you place your boundaries where they should be. Speak your truth, even in pain. That's why when you speak truthfully, a burden is always lifted, and when you don't, emotional baggage always is added, because you ain't living your purpose until you do. You're actually stunting your own growth, and you don't deserve to have that. But let me throw this out there, because I'm not going to be winded on this, because I know some of y'all are probably shocked, because a lot of it makes sense, and it should. I'm talking to your heart. You guys need to be wary of this, because listen, we're in fall now. So guess what? A lot of opportunities and people that do not wish you well are going to try to prey upon you. It's a holiday season. So you're gonna have people come from the woodwork and try to tell you everything's good under the sun. But I'm gonna tell you what, more importantly, you need to discern. You need to take stock and place accountability where accountability should be. This is what defines your worth from what does not. And I'm here to tell you, there are those people that do not deserve to even hear you breathe. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm not. I'm saying these people do not have the ability at this moment to grow. And because of that, they don't want you to grow. They want to keep you stuck. They want to keep you kept. That's why I always say, living a life as a kept woman is nothing but a new version of a slave. You're living under somebody else's rules and regulations. That goes with a lot of men too. You got the queen in the house and you laying around not doing anything. Guess what? Every day that you choose to do that, that's another day you disrespect yourself. That's why it's written in the Bible the way it is. When a man seeketh a wife, it is deemed good. But if he is not spiritually grounded, it is not blessed. And the only thing that is going to come out of that is pain, strife. And you don't deserve that. You don't. So, what I'm saying to you is this, my family. Now's the time that you take stock in your life. Look at where you've been. Validate where you are. Has there been any growth there? If it has not, humble yourself and take the steps to remove those burdens, those boundaries that were negatively placed there, because they were probably placed there through fear. Because let's call it spade a spade. There are those that secretly have abandonment issues which spawned from their childhood, and they haven't done anything about it to change it. But I'm here to tell you something. As long as you have air in your lungs, as long as you're alive, there's another day that you can change. So if you want your dreams and reality to be true, to manifest, you've got to do the work. That's why one night stands do not work. That's why you don't find love in the club. That's why you will never find things artificially put out there. It's not. Those are nothing but transitionary placements for you to make sound decisions, yes or no. And that is why karmic relationships exist. For those who do not know what I'm talking about, go right up there, put karmic relationship right up there and see what comes up. Also, all it does is personify the spirit of Jezebel. Yes. Because guess what? The devil is real. Demons do exist. And that is one of the reasons why your higher power says the body is a temple. Because guess what? Do you not realize every time that you willfully give your body to someone that does not know your worth, part of their soul is in yours and yours in theirs, and that's why the bad habits that they have, you have embraced, because their spirit is stronger and you are vulnerable. But guess what? Your higher power loves you. He's going to bring you up out of there the moment you declare. The more you declare who you are. And once you decide to declare who you are, you will actually see your life purpose. Some of you don't even know that because you're so caught up on what you see on TV. And that ain't nothing but a lie. It ain't nothing but an illusion. I mean, come on, my queens. Look at it. Look at TV. TV makes y'all out to be no different than the lady that walks tonight. It has you dressed in a manner that does not personify who you are in character, but disrespect. That's not who you are. It's not. Claim you. That's why you're a queen for a reason. You're given the gift of nurturement. But if you don't love yourself, how do you know what grace is until you be still? So love yourself, my kings and queens. You deserve that. And when you make that personification, watch who enters your life and takes your life to the next chapter. Because you don't understand this, and I'm going to get off of this. My queens, those who say that I don't need a man, I'm independent. I'm here to tell you, they fooled you already. Because, number one, there's no such thing as a Miss Independent. No such thing. There's a difference between a woman being responsible, because you're a grown adult. You're supposed to be able to be self-sufficient. And your merits represent where you are. But if you're using deceptive ways, you're using your body as a way to guide your life, I'm sorry to tell you, everything that you obtained purely will be taken away through life experiences, and you don't deserve that. So see your worth, okay? God is good, y'all, and He loves you, and I do too. So if you're going through something, you just need some advice. You just need you need somebody just to give you some advice, unbiasedly. Hit me up with the inbox, like and subscribe, and I would love to hear from you. And if you're not on my channel, I would love for you to be a part of the family. I would. Somebody prayed for me, and I'm going to pray for you. And guess what? The more you ground your feet, the closer you get to your destiny, and that destiny is you. You just got to claim it. God's praying for you. You know I am. I see your worth. And for that, it helps me discern mine. Okay, y'all, love to hear from you. And watch out for those people that only want to hold you back. Put your higher power first, known as my Lord Jesus Christ, first in everything you do, and watch. He allows His angels to protect you and keep those who don't see your worth out your way. Stay blessed, y'all. All right now, take care. Bye-bye.